Everyone, so the Premier League finally tried to make their own error list, but they've got it wrong already. In this video, we're bringing you all the errors for each goal this week.
He's Carl, I'm Sean, this is 48 Hours Football. Welcome to What's He Doing?
What's he done?
And the first game started with 7 goals, and it was Nottingham Forest versus Brighton.
We're going to have to speed run it. So up first, Lewis Dunk, straight away onto the commandment list. Own goal gets fault.
And then Danny Welbeck lets Morgan Gibbs-White just header it in front of him.
Can't be doing that. Jean-Paul Van Hecke decides to not mark Chris Wood from a cross.
Jean-Paul Van Hecke decides again not to mark Chris Wood from a cross.
Up next, Tyreek Lamptey, give pen, get fault, hugging MGW to the ground. Morgan Gibbs-White, capitalise.
Machine Gun White.
Exactly.
Matt O'Reilly, great through ball to the other team's winger. Awful.
And lastly, Bart Verbruggen, you're 6-0 down. Might as well pass it to Jota Silva in your own box. That's all for that game. We're going to go to Ipswich, Southampton. Sean?
And up first, it's a little one for you. Personal from us. It's Sitham's stuck in the mud syndrome. Sam Morsey. Now, deflected cross. Might give it to the guy who deflected the cross. Nah, Morsey stood there watching Joe Aribo as the ball floats like it's been gifted to him from God, and then he just volleys it into the top corner.
100%.
Get your body in the way, Sam.
Speaking of Joe Aribo, Sean, what's he doing?
What's he done?
It's Joe Aribo. Started believing in his own sauce way too much. Ran headfirst into Broadhead. One pass later, 1-1.
And last but not least, Originette Muric. Against all odds, he's managed to save a shot. But it's gone 2 yards directly in front of him to Paul Onuachu, who has the easiest goal he'll ever score in his life. And now, Newcastle Fulham.
The reason I'm having to wear this shirt, up first. Calvin Bassey, what's he doing?
What you done?
He can't connect with this clearance properly at all and just gives the ball the perfect diversion to Jacob Murphy, who's he's not your team.
Again, the guy who scored gets on the list. Jacob Murphy. He scored his second, but this one's in the back of his own net. And he got nutmegged, and he wasn't having it. So he decided to back heel it on the back end of the nutmeg, straight past his own keeper.
Sausage. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
Alexander Isak's up next. What's he doing?
What's he done?
He's only gone and left Muniz free at the front post from a set piece. Great striker, defensively shocking. Not his job normally, but we got to give it to you. Get on the list.
There was a period last season where he got 3 games in a row, he got a fault. Because he can't defend from corners.
Yeah, I know, I remember.
He's starting it again.
He's starting it. 2 more games, let's go. The next game up is Bournemouth-Liverpool. Sean, take it away.
Lewis Cook. Give pen, get fault. He hit Gakpo with a classical secondary school ankle tap.
Ankle tap. Oh.
Walking behind one of your best mates. Boff, he's on the floor.
What age you are, you're getting 4-year-old ankle tap. 40-year-old ankle tap. You're going down.
I'd never recover.
Milos Kerkez. He's the one for this one. What's he doing?
What's he done?
Ridiculous goal. Firstly, because Salah is just too good. And secondly, because Kerkez has to understand Salah has only got a left foot. Why show him onto his left? Keep him on his right. Yves Leake, Everton versus Leicester.
Yes. It took 10 seconds. So I'm going to try and get this done in 10 seconds. Yannick Vestergaard. I can't quite believe what I've seen because Pickford has launched an 80-yard pass up the field. It's been let to bounce. Vestergaard just watched it as Doucouré chested it down and rifled it into the bottom corner.
Up next, Wood Fairs. Nice to see you back on the list, my man. What are you doing?
What you done?
When you can't mark the worst footballer in the league, it's time to leave the league. Beto just scored on you, man. It's time to abandon it. Just hang the boots up.
And again, it's Wout Faes.
Oh, God. Come join us.
You mean to tell me it happened twice? He got done by Beto.
Twice.
By the easiest of simple runs. He ran directly next to him and the ball got played directly next to him and he still couldn't get the ball off of Beto. I'm listing my eyeballs on Facebook Marketplace. I don't want them anymore.
You're going to donate them to science.
Yeah, gone. Someone have them.
They got to go. Caleb Okoli. Iliman Ndiaye is the Premier League's honey badger. At this point, just straight nibbling defenders at this point on the ball. Okoli freezes up and Ndiaye takes full advantage. All right, Wolves Villa. Sean. Aston Villa.
It's where the big rich dogs live. Up first in the Wolves Villa game.
Yep.
Boubacar Kamara.
Oh, the worst name to the best name.
Possibly the most fun name to say in the league.
That's what I'm saying.
Not the best name, but it's nice to say.
Boubacar Kamara.
But again, it's these class players, like top class players, that can't mark just drizzling awful players. Bellegarde manages to spin off Kamara and slot it near post.
Maybe the midfielder talent has just gone up. Or the defensive talent's gone all the way
I
down?
think it's just February, mate.
All right, Sean, you always say don't sleep on Konsa, but I think we need to start sleeping on Konsa because Ezri Konsa, you're on the list, my man. What are you doing?
What you done?
Oh, no. Cunha has just halved how much he is worth with one play. First, he embarrasses him for pace, and then he stops in the box, finally cuts it into his right, makes it 2-0. Definitely time to sleep on Konsa.
Oh, yeah.
It's holiday time. Everyone's ready for bed.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to move on to Manchester United versus Palace, as you can see up there. Thank you, Sean.
CP. Lenny Yoro. Okay, now, Lenny Yoro is the tallest thing since Melman. And he can't outjump Maxence Lacroix,
Just as ill.
who, as we've seen, if you will have seen if you've watched all of these episodes, he doesn't know how to jump either. So it's two tall people that can't jump.
Yeah.
Yep, that would be a fun film, wouldn't it? Tall men can't jump.
Lenny Yoro, what you doing?
What you doing?
He's at the double. Now, I knew he was tall. Yeah, we know this, second Melman. I don't know how he's slower than Maguire, though. Munoz is played through, and Yoro just seemingly gets hit with some sort of slow-mo effect. Brentford versus Tottenham Hotspurs.
Vitaly Janelt. Own goal, get fault.
Yep.
You can't flinch in the big leagues. And his flinch just opened up his back to be the perfect little bounce pad for it to go into your own net. Blackham was not happy with him. Proper smack on the back of the head.
Up next, Nathan Collins. Last in this game. Sean, what's he doing?
What's he done?
I'm not going to put too much effort into this one. We're not clued up on Nathan's last eye test result. But the fact that he can't see Pape Sarr running at him or into the box suggests he might need a referral to an ophthalmologist. All right, the next game is Ars City.
I'll have one first-class train there, please.
Arsenal, Man City. What an absolute stinker. 6 goals.
Oh, it's unreal. Newfound ground in the what's he doing.
I know what's coming. You can go first, Sean.
John Stones. And he starts us off with a major deflection. He turns Odegaard's little poked effort into a top-bin screamer.
Does. Putting William Saliba on the list. What's he doing?
What's done?
Instead of getting in front of Haaland to stop the header, he lifts him up from behind to make sure he can get to it.
He was watching the Six Nations. He's like, I've seen him do this from the throw-ins.
That's it.
Go, mate. Oh, don't worry. Am I stuck on repeat? John Stones. Another major deflection. Major deflection. Throwing a party for Arsenal.
John Stones, what you doing?
What you done?
Jonathan's got a hat trick on the show about defensive errors. How the mighty have fallen. Lewis Skelly hit Stones with some FIFA Street F2 techers, sent him to the floor, bent one top corner. You're better than this.
And now,
don't do it to him.
He's got more faults in this game than he had last season.
That's crazy. That's crazy. This is why we bring you these stats, my man. Last season, John Stones, what did he finish on? 3 for the season. He's got 4 in one game. Premier League ain't telling you that. Only we're telling you that. I'm Carly Sean. It's 40 Hours Football. You know where you're at. Like and subscribe. Get in the comments. Come on. We're the only people talking about this. Get involved. Carry on, Sean.
John Stones, at the 4th, scored a double brace.
Double brace.
He's the second ever player to get 4 faults in one game after the great Archie Gray. But even worse, we were so close to having a whole week without anyone backing up unnecessarily.
Yeah. I knew this was coming.
Look at this first image.
We'll wait.
He's at the halfway line with Martinelli. Look at the second image. He's in his own box, the same distance away from Gabriel Martinelli.
Just kept that gap.
But don't worry, because Havertz is there, next to him. And what's he going to do?
Usually nothing, but he found some class.
Yeah, but he's decided to score. Stones, we were so close. You've been downgraded to Pebbles.
You've got to.
You're Pebbles now. John
Pebbles. And guess what? 1 goal left. Guess who's at fault, Sean?
Who?
I'm trying to find a way to give it to John Stones at this point, just so he can be the first person to ever get 5 faults in one game.
I've tried everything.
But can't do it because Ethan Nwaneri just became prime Arjen Robben and placed a left-footed curler into the bottom left. No fault goal. First one of the week. Let's go. Moving on. Chelsea, West Ham, Bosh.
Levi Colwill. Now, that's 5 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Levi Colwill's been at fault
doing,
for a Chelsea goal. And he's awful, to be honest.
Really? You're going that far now?
Completely unnecessary ball towards, I guess, Jorgensen.
Yeah, no.
Even though it's halfway in between him and Tosin.
He did mess that up.
And then Bowen just walks onto it and he's like, cheers, Levi.
Yeah, it's easy fault for everyone to see. Glad Sanchez wasn't playing because he's definitely not getting on the list. Jorgensen didn't get any faults, so keep him in. I'm good. Up next, Chelsea start turning the tide. Jammy ass football. Andy Irving, what's he doing?
What's he done?
Doing his best Olaf impression because he's frozen out here. Situms, stuck in the mud syndrome. As the ball gets parried by Fabianski and Neto can just roll it in.
And the final goal of this match week 24.
Hell yeah.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka own goal gets fault. What a way to lose a point. Absolutely big toeing it into your own net.
All right, guys, we had fun. Remember, the Premier League's trying to copy us now, but they ain't got it. They're only doing like every other goal, every like 5 goals. They don't even count own goals as faults. It's definitely your fault if you score an own goal. Come on, get on the list. Remember, if you like the video, and subscribe if you really like this stuff. We're going to be on there next week. We're going to be on there every week up to match week 38. Goodbye.
See ya.